Was it always like this?
Was what always like this?
Always fucked up around here? Or is it because of the drugs?
What you think, man?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking you.
Yo, hey, don't ask a wise man, friend. Ask a fool.
That's what I was doing.
Well, if you gonna make this thing personal, I ain't speaking on it no more.
So near the end of this mission, CJ presents a question to Big Smoke about if the drugs are the main cause of the neighborhood being messed up. Big Smoke again ignores this question and actually directs it back to CJ and doesn't provide his input in any way in regards to the drugs or anything like that. So in this mission, you're tasked with taking out some Russian mobsters with the help of Big Smoke. Now, according to Big Smoke, the reason for doing all of this is because they took out his cousin, which is most likely a lie. One thing I've noticed is a contraindicating statement that Big Smoke makes.
Hey, Russians? Now all my life, I've been told to fear the Russians, but I ain't never even met one. Hey, Big Smoke, you make big mistakes. Watch yourself, CJ, I think they pissed. CJ, take the right and cover my... Stick real close, Paul. Keep your head down and stick your shit in here.
Smoke, you and your friends are dead men.
Mother...
So Big Smoke stated that he's never met a Russian in the past, but then two Russians mention him by name, and this contraindicates his previous statement of never meeting a Russian. As if they know him by name, then this suggests some sort of history that he's had with the mafia in the past. Also, they don't mention or seem to know who Carl Johnson is, who's the brother of the leader of the Grove Street families, suggesting it's a more personal thing relating to Big Smoke himself rather than the gang.
So all the family sets gonna meet down at the Jefferson Motel. I say it's time we went down there and made it official. Keep that shit off our streets. I vote I'm our representative on this one.
That's right.
Hey, it's all good. If Sweet think he can
So
handle it.
as we know from the past, Sweet doesn't support the use or sale of drugs in any way, and Big Smoke does support the use and sale of drugs. Sweet is planning to meet with other family high-ranking gang members, meaning if they were to team up, they could potentially be a threat to Big Smoke's future drug trade. So all the high-ranking gang members are meeting at one place. Only the closest to them would know about the meeting, so for Sweet, only CJ, Big Smoke and Ryder would know about him going and the meeting itself. So it should be the same for the other high-ranking gang members. So the police arrive and they start fighting the gang members. Big Smoke and Ryder stay in the car while CJ immediately gets out to back up Sweet. And the only two people seen running away are Big Smoke and Ryder themselves. So this part is speculation, but it's how I envision it went down. Sweet told Big Smoke, Ryder and CJ about the meet. Big Smoke saw this as a chance to kill Sweet without any blame being put on him. So he likely informed Tenpenny, who likely informed the SWAT. Now if Sweet or any other like-minded family OGs were to die or be imprisoned, it would be beneficial for Big Smoke. Reason being, major obstacles are out of his way. And also he doesn't have to get his hands dirty himself. Now I wouldn't be surprised if Big Smoke has access to a police radio or knows someone, for example Tenpenny, who has access to a police radio as they come back coincidentally. The reason being is that they could have heard on the police radio CJ and Sweet are actually fighting back and they probably will survive. So they potentially just came back just to safeguard them from the potential backlash from CJ and Sweet if they were to survive and escape in that scenario. So from this point on, there's not really much more I can add, so what I'll do is I'll just quickly summarise this final mission, and I'll also summarise a few points as well. So in this mission, Sweet intends to do some shootouts against the ballers, and that's what he goes to do. CJ receives a phone call from Caesar, and he answers it, and then he goes to check out what Caesar was talking about. CJ arrives and sees that Big Smoke, Ryder, the crash unit, and the Ballers are working together, as well as the murder vehicle used in the drive-by. And then the rest is that, really. Now, to summarise a few points, the Big Smoke missions and Tenpenny missions where you essentially taking out the opposition, so whether that would be a Russian mafia trying to start up their own drug business potentially in Los Santos, or some Vagos drug dealers that didn't really agree with them. So what you were essentially doing were laying down the foundations for their future allegiance, in a sense. I think that Tenpenny saw this, and that's why he didn't kill you or imprison you after this mission. Instead, he kept you alive so he could just use you as a errand boy, in a sense.
You did the right thing. I owe you, C's. I gotta go tell Sweet about... Oh, fuck! Sweet! Look, go get Kendall and